I just think teams like they didn't really do a good job trying to get to know me. I think the image on me is like he's a video gamer. He doesn't like. There's just the image on me versus what I am as a player and a pitcher is two different things.
Blake Snell joining us right now on FT, coming off the no-no. We just talked about it. Blake, great to have you on here for the first time, man. You got Cam Maven and AJ Przinsky. Yeah, props. We just went over the post-game sound, too. How good did that feel on so many levels to put that together the other day?
For one, thanks for having me. Appreciate that. And no, I felt good. I mean, I haven't thought about it much. I never really do. So, I mean, it feels good. It's pretty cool to do that. But I'm such a forward thinker. Like, what's next? What do I got to do now? And then how do I get ready for the next one? But it was very cool.
Blake, first of all, let me just say this. Awesome quotes. I love what you said, like, screw all y'all haters. I can't go 9 innings. They never let me. Here you go. Boom. There's a no-hitter for all y'all, right? That was awesome. I was like, I wanted to run through the TV and be like, high five for Blake Snell. But I got to ask, man, you guys are in Washington. Did Rosie put you in a closet somewhere? Like, I mean, what's he got you doing there?
This the family room.
Oh,
Maybe,
okay.
it's pretty stale in here, but Rosie did me dirty. You put me in the closet.
I see that. I see that. You got to go tell him you want some fried chicken. I'm sure he brought in some fried chicken for y'all.
Hey,
His first
good
day in.
food here. Good
Yeah.
food here. Good. Yeah, really.
Facts. DC.
Sneaky.
Hey, Blake, it's Cam Maben here. First off, man, I'm glad I don't have to face you anymore. I used to love facing lefties. I went to baseball reference. 8 at bats, no average, AJ. No average.
Oh for what? Oh for what?
0 for 6. Only two
Okay.
punchies, though. Only 2 punchies. But, you know, one thing I want to ask you, talk about you're a forward thinker. And I'm just sitting here watching it last night. I'm having flashbacks, not good ones at all. And I'm like, have you finally figured out, like, I can't cuss anymore on Bally's, but your stuff is nasty? Like, and I say that because, you know, I did a lot of defending you about Blake Snell, high pitch count, this and that. And I'm like, listen, y'all disrespecting a 2-time Cy Young Award winner in 2 leagues. I still think your best baseball is ahead of you. But the last 4 starts, bro, I've seen you, like, attack with the fastball, attack in the zone more than I've ever seen you do. And I'm going forward thinking, have you finally realized, like, Doug, I'm nasty. Like, I can just go right at guys, and I can get quicker outs because that's what I've seen the last 4 or 5 starts, and it's been nasty to see.
Yeah, well, appreciate that. That means a lot. I would say, uh, I mean, yeah, I've been way more aggressive in just getting strike one, strike two with whatever pitch. Um, but yeah, I think I was so focused on like being so perfect, and I was like, I know I can spot corners, and I was trying to do that so much and so frequently that it was only getting me in bad counts, and it was favoring hitters, and I was always having to battle my way back. That this year I just said like I need to get ahead, stay ahead, and just put batters away as quickly as possible. I don't know. I've said that so many times to myself. It's never registered like it is now. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I know a lot lately. I don't care. I'm gonna throw it over the plate. I need to get strike one. I need to get strike two, and that'll help me get deeper into the ball game.
All right, Blake, I got to ask. You said you're a forward thinker, and the Olympics are going on right now. And Simone
Yeah,
Biles, she's pretty good at gymnastics, right?
yeah.
She wins the gold medal again in the all around, and then she tweets out, "Don't ask me about what's next." But you said you throw a no hitter, the achievement of a lifetime, and you're already thinking about the next one. So which one is it? We don't ask you what's next, or we be Blake Snell and be like, "Damn, I'm already moving on to the next one."
Yeah. I mean, what's next is I got to get ready to have a good outing against Washington. Um, that's all I can really think of. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, what did I like about that start? What didn't I like about it? I got 5 days to figure it out, put a plan together, attack the plan, see if I like how I attacked it, and then on to the next one.
Blake, are
I
you
love it.
calling your own pitches?
Me and Pat, we go over it. Like we have a pretty good game plan. Before I get out there, we already know kind of what we're gonna do to the first 3 hitters that we're gonna face that inning. Kind of go over it, and then yeah, it's been pretty easy. I've been doing this now for 2 years with my catchers, and you get on a rhythm, you get a pace going really quickly. Hitters, they can't get comfortable because I'm throwing the ball, throwing the ball. And I've noticed a lot more this year that hitters are just, well, in the last 5 games, hitters are calling time a lot quicker and a lot more often.
Hey, I got a question for you, Blake, on the team. A lot of people in the media, they'll question about moves being made. That's nothing that you guys can control, right? That's out of your control. But one thing that I notice is when I look at this team, I'm looking at guys getting healthy. I'm looking at Hicks. I'm looking at Robbie Ray. I'm looking at Webb. I'm looking at yourself. Do you guys feel, and the more than capable bullpen, might I add, do you guys feel like you guys have everything that it takes to make a little run? Because now the offense is starting to get going, starting to get some hitting going. Fitzgerald has been a nice spark. What's the atmosphere? What's the vibe in the clubhouse as far as you guys believing that what you have is more than enough?
Yeah, I think, we know we got good pitching. We're really confident on that. I think we can do it. I think the team believes that too. Um, I think we're starting to bond a lot as a team, and that's kind of what's been pushing a lot of these wins. I feel. I mean, I think the scariest teams aren't usually the best teams, talent wise. It's the teams that have the best chemistry. Um, I think we're going in that direction. So I really think we can make a run and a push, and we can play some of our best baseball here coming up.
Blake, were you worried you were going to get traded? Because your name was out there. Like, did the Giants
Uh,
ever come to you and say, "Hey, man, this can happen"?
no, they never said nothing.
That's
I,
good. Then that means they didn't want to
yeah,
trade you.
yeah, they didn't say nothing, and I didn't really I didn't care if I got traded. I got traded. Um, I was happy where I'm at, so I never really look forward to like what could be. It's always like this is where I'm at. I'm gonna stay grounded right here. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Getting traded is not a fun thing. You gotta. Oh, it's too much. You gotta move out of where you're at. You gotta find a new place to live. You gotta figure out what your family's gonna do. It's too much. So from that side, yeah, I'm happy.
Okay. All right. So does that mean you're going to you're going to decline to become a free agent at the end of the year if you're so happy?
Uh, why you gotta ask tough questions?
Hey,
Man?
You can
he
just
throws
say, I
another
don't
no
know.
no.
One
He
start
throws
at a
another no
time,
no.
man. One start. I ain't there
Hey,
yet.
you seen the last 5 starts, AJ? If he goes out and
Uh,
continues to pitch like this,
yeah.
we might have
Hey,
a different
Cam.
conversation we could be having, bro.
Hey, Cam, he won the Cy Young last year. I don't know if you know that or not. And he went to the
I
offseason and didn't sign till like the end of spring training. So I got to ask him,
I
like,
feel
what
you.
was that like? What was it like? Was it harder than you thought? Because I know you're a Boris guy and you're in Camp Boris and you're throwing to hitters and you're doing this and doing that. But it's not a
Yeah.
big league now with big league guys. Like, was it harder than you thought to not go to spring training?
Well, I knew it was going to be hard. When spring training started up, I was kind of shocked. I was like, how was the team not come after me to get me on the team for something that I thought was fair for my worth? And then going through it, it's like towards the end of spring. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like, it just blew my mind. I was like, I'm still out here, a free agent. You got big league teams that I know could use a pitcher like myself, and I'm still out here. And the offers, I mean, that was crazy. I just no offers, like nothing good, nothing even worth talking about. And then when the Giants came after me, I was pretty pumped. And then I started getting into it. We started spring, and I was like, man, I thought I was in like good shape, ready to go. And then I throw my first bullpen out there. And I'm like, yep, it feel like the first day of spring. Like I felt bad. I was like, I threw 4 innings against hitters, probably like 4 or 5 days before I signed, and I was like, oh, the ball's coming out nice. Like I feel good. Curveball, everything looks good. I get to camp. I throw my first bullpen. And I haven't been sore. Like I was never sore. But then when you get to camp, it's like a whole different intensity. And then the first bullpen, I throw a pretty long bullpen and with good intensity, and I'm sore. And I'm like, oh wow, I ain't felt this. And then just getting going as quickly as I did, getting right into the season, facing big league hitters for the first time in a real game in the big leagues. I was like, man, I remember going out there. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it today, but we got to find a way. And no, it was way tougher than I thought. And I thought coming into it. Like, yeah, I've worked out, I've ran, I've done all my conditioning. Like, I'm ready to go. And it was very difficult.
Big shout out to America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh, for helping us eat good during this busy time of the year for us. With HelloFresh, you get pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. It's home cooking made easy, fun, and affordable.
HelloFresh makes it easy, even for picky eaters like Scott. There's a changing menu of 50 recipes to choose from each week. Customize it to fit your taste. There's protein and veggie swap options too. The recipes are easy to follow. Just choose your delivery day, open your box, cook, and eat.
My house is busy with sports, but family dinners are important. My fam eats better, healthier, and we cook so much easier with HelloFresh.
And for a limited time, kids eat free. Go to HelloFresh.com/FTKids to unlock this exclusive offer. 1 free kids meal per box for 2 months while subscription is active. That's free kids meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/FTKids. Can I ask you about a specific team because you're from the Seattle area? Were you surprised that they didn't give you a call? I mean, we are on every day in the offseason, so some Seattle fans kept hitting us up like, we're getting Snell. I'm like, I don't think you will, not because they don't like him. I just don't think they're playing like that. You know, they've kind of kept their payroll in the same range. But, you know, I know you're from there and maybe you'd want to play there eventually, I figure.
Yeah, no, I thought they'd at least call, but nothing. Yeah. And I wasn't shocked for that because just their track record. But yeah, I mean, I was curious on it for sure.
Hey, let me ask you this, because you seem like a real one. That's what I like about you the most. Because I
Yeah.
felt like this. Everything you're saying is crazy to me. The fact that you didn't have these calls, that nobody's reaching out. Is collusion real, my brother?
I mean, it probably could be. I don't know. I think like now that I've gone through it, I just think teams like they didn't really do a good job trying to get to know me. I think the image on me is like he's a video gamer. Like he doesn't like. There's just the image on me versus what I am as a player and a pitcher is two different things. Because like I work hard, I do all the right things, and like when it comes to baseball, like I'm obsessed with it. So I just think the image of me was wrong. And then when teams weren't coming after me, maybe they just weren't spending money this year. Like I don't know what their reasoning was, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know.
All right, well, let me ask you this, bro. I'm nasty on MLB The Show. I'm like 148 and like 101. Can you like help me get my Twitch followers up or something, dog? Help a brother. Hey, my bad. I know we talking baseball, but I just got a Twitch account, bro. I'm nasty. Help me out.
Hey, you have Twitch? I'm gonna check it out.
I just started an account, man. I play a lot of MLB The Show, man. I need your help. All right.
Yeah, yeah, I'll check it out. We gotta get you playing with like some of the big streamers. Then your following would go way
All
up. I
right.
don't even know you. I'll be
Say
following.
less. I'm locked in. Say less.
All right. I mean, well, now you two are talking video games. I'm too old for video games. My kid plays video games now. He plays MLB The Show, and now he's on to college football because the new college football game came out. But I got to ask this while we're on it. You guys play with yourselves? I mean, as yourselves, I mean? Sorry, excuse me.
Wait, what was that?
Pause.
We get the 99 cards of ourselves, but I never use it.
Why not?
Blake Snell's on my pitching staff in my Diamond Dynasty, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I
got the
I just
99. He's on my staff, so.
yeah. Well, I added a sinker to my guy on 99 on MLB The Show, and it's a lot harder to hit now because if you play the game, you know sinkers and cutters and changeups. That's all you want. The curveball gets whacked. Fastballs, they don't matter what kind of ride you have, they get whacked. So you need sinker, cutter, change.
You just put me on. My winning percentage is about to go up even more. I'm locked in.
Dang. All right. All right. Again, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I got to ask, since we were talking about collusion and you're talking about the wrong, misconception about you, Blake, because I've always talked to you and I've always loved talking ball with you. The times when we've had playoff games with you and get to sit down with you, it's been awesome. So, you're obsessed with baseball. I got to ask this, though. Was the Yankees thing real? Because that was like the big thing. Remember this offseason, everyone was like, man, Blake Snell got offered. Well, I don't even know what it was. And he don't want to go to the Yankees. And I'm like, I'm sure he'd go to the Yankees, and it sounds like from you talking, you'd fit in great because you love baseball.
Yeah, the deal that came out, that wasn't what was offered to me. I could say that. But even, I mean, yeah, I mean, what they offered wasn't close to that. So I could
That's
say
that's
that.
that's fair. But see,
Yeah.
that's what happens. Like everyone, we were talking about this earlier, right? When people go through ups and downs in the season with social media and stuff. So all it took was one guy to say, "Oh, they offered Blake Snell 1 year, 500 million, and he doesn't want to go to the Yankees." Right? And you're like, man, you call Scott Boras, you're like, Scott, they offered me 1 year, 500 million. Man, why didn't I get that offer? I'll take that and go to New York right now, right? So I don't know. I just think it's funny how things can get blown out of proportion and how
Yeah.
one person says something and then it ruins you. It can affect you for the rest of your career.
Yeah. I mean, the New York fans, they were showing love. I mean, I was shocked. They were blowing up my Instagram. I was like, that's
They
all.
like winners, man. They
Yeah,
like winners.
it's a
Look, I
lot
got
of.
one. I got one more for you, Blake, and it's on the staff. You've been on some good staffs. Who has
Yeah.
impressed you on that Giant staff this year that you may not been aware of? Like, hey, this guy, he's a dude. I mean, I know you got Hicks, I know you got Webb. Any of those guys
Yeah.
that really like impressed you and stood out? Like, this dude has a chance to be nasty for a long time.
I mean, those guys like we know of. I think Harrison and Birdsong. I think both the rookies like they got a shot. It depends how they develop the next couple years. More so, like got to figure out their mindsets. But I think both of them have shots to be really good. It just depends, what's pushing them to be good, and if they continue to do that. I mean, as well as me, rookies get up here and like they get comfortable, they get excited, and they're like, oh, I'm going to do this now for 15 years. Like it doesn't happen that way. So um, whatever they do in the next 2-3 years will kind of decide if they're going to be special or not. But from stuff wise, they got that. So hopefully they can find ways to continue to get better and stronger and turn into a really good pitcher at this level. But I would say those two guys.
Hey, Blake, last one from me. I don't know if you saw, Garrett Crochet's situation at all. Obviously, he's been dealing this year, but he hasn't pitched much in the past. And so there were trade rumors around him, and it was a tricky situation because he's probably what
We lost
advice
Scott.
would you oh, you lost me. AJ, you could
Yeah,
pick it up.
Oh, he just wants to know what advice you give Crochet because they were like, yeah, we could trade you. You could go from the worst team possibly in history to a team going to the playoffs. I mean, I don't know about you, but I want to play on a good team.
yeah. I mean, I don't know like how much he loves Chicago and how much his family likes it there. I mean, that's probably a reason why he'd want to stay. But I don't know. Well, I think my advice is, what are you chasing? Like, are you chasing to be like the best baseball player, or you just like where you're at and you're one of the better guys on that team? Like, what are you chasing? What's your reasoning? Once you figure that out, then figure out like what's your best fit and try to go there.
Agreed. That was good advice for everybody, though. Figure out what you're good at
Thanks.
and figure out what you love and go do that, right? But I got to ask
Yeah.
before we let you go, real quick. Give me the path to the Giants making the postseason this year, and then if y'all get in, I mean, I don't want to
Um.
face Snell, Ray, Logan Webb. I don't want to face that rotation and that
Well,
bullpen.
yeah.
Seriously.
We got a lot of home games. I think this stretch we got coming up this month is really what's going to decide it for us. I mean, we got San Diego twice in September, then Baltimore, Kansas City. So we got some good teams that we're going to play. But I think this month we got to win at home. We've been doing that. I think it's really coming together for us. But um, yeah, I think the next 20 games is really going to decide if we're going to push over this 500 mark or we're going to just keep staying here and flirting with it. So for us, the next 20 games, I think, is a big decider on what we're going to be.
I love it. Well, Blake, thank you very much. Congratulations. Scott had to go get on Twitch to watch y'all play against each other on MLB The Show, but we
No
appreciate it.
problem.
Cam, two-time Cy Young Award winner,
Two-time, dog. Put some
two-time
respect
Cy
on that
Young,
man's
and
name.
silenced all
Yeah,
the haters with the no-hitter and the complete game. So, Blake, thank you
yeah.
so much. We appreciate it. Slap Rosie for Cam and I. Tell him hello.
I will.
And
I
thanks for
will.
joining us. We're going to hit a break real quick here.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.